What up, Birds? I am forever, and this is Philly Birds and Beers. If you're new to the channel, hit that like. More importantly, subscribe and ding that notification bell so you're notified when we upload new content. Now, I hate the word trap game. Trap game, trap game. Now, I'm not saying that the Bills are a terrible team, because that's usually when people use the term trap game. But we can't say that. They're not the Bills of old. They're not last year's Bills. They're not the year before Bills. They're actually, who knows what they are. You know what I mean? Are they a good team? Are they not? What's being shown on paper, they're not that good. You know what I mean? That's why I say it could be kind of trappy now, especially with us coming off of these two wins, the win against Dallas, the win against the Chiefs, two good wins against two good teams, quote unquote good teams. Dallas, you know how that go. But us coming off of those two wins and this one being like smudged in the middle before we get to San Fran, Seahawks. Well, Seahawks looking a little sketchy right now. They might be the trap game, looking a little sketchy now. But then we got the Cowboys back in there again. So what I'm saying is this: I be having feelings about certain things, and lately I've been batting at like 70%. I've been hitting pretty effectively. Okay, I see something happening, or I like got a feeling, intuition. It usually happens. I called it. I called us. Listen, from the start, I had no doubt that we was gonna handle these Chiefs. We was gonna beat the Chiefs. I called it. It happened. Week before Dallas, I said whoever win this Dallas game, I don't know, it's iffy, but whoever win it, they're gonna sweep. So we'll see when we play this next Dallas game if we beat them again. Then I called that too, but I definitely called Dallas getting shut down in the second half. I called the Chiefs getting shut down in the second half. I called Devontae with the long pass. I said, hit him. They can't guard him. Hit him again. They hit him again. He should have scored a touchdown on that one. What I'm saying is, I call a lot of things, man, and it seems to happen. I be calling missed field goals, picks. I be hitting, man. I be batting pretty high these days, okay? Now, when before we got into this little 6-game stretch, I was saying, a lot of people like, yeah, well, if we win half the games in the quote unquote gauntlet, if we win half the games, we're good. If they only lose 2 games, that's cool. They had us losing 2-3 games. I said, I think we go 5-1. Like, I got a feeling all these teams they think we're gonna lose to, we're gonna end up beating them. Okay? I was always skeptical about this Bills game. I was like, I don't know about that, but I still am. I'm still like, I don't know. It's a couple things that could go in our favor, a couple things that could go in their favor, but we'll see. Let's talk about it. Listen, will the Bills be our first loss out of this 6-game stretch? I honestly don't think so. But then we got to look at it as we looked at the Jets game. So, if you remember, leading into that Jets game, the Jets secondary was pretty depleted. Remember? Sauce Gardner, he was out with a concussion. Their other cornerback, I forget his name, the other starter, he was out with a concussion. So, we like, oh, they got depleted. That's all you kept hearing. Depleted secondary. Take advantage of the depleted secondary. Brian Johnson came in with the game plan to throw. It led to a lot of turnovers. Some were Jalen's fault, some weren't, but nonetheless, turnovers. Now I'm hearing about the banged up secondary of the Bills. That's all I keep hearing. Bills secondary banged up. On top of that, the Bills fired their offensive coordinator, and now they got Joe Brady calling the plays. Now, he only called plays in one game so far. So the Eagles only have that one game, one tape of film study to prepare for this new coordinator ran offense. Them having a new OC could be a good thing for us because the lack of experience at that position could give our defense a chance to feast. You know what I mean? Especially Sean Desai, he's pretty knowledgeable. I think he'll come up with some things. We might get a lot of turnovers, interceptions, especially with Josh Allen throwing interception. He threw like one interception in the past 7 games at least. So I can see that happening. Now it could be a bad thing too, because with us not having seen these guys and how they operate under this new offensive coordinator calling the plays, they could throw in some wrinkles, stuff we never seen before, and then that could end up being big plays, explosive plays, and end up with them being in scoring positions. You know what I mean? So we just gotta wait and see. I say this a lot. I'm not really superstitious. I don't tend to go off superstitions, but I am a firm believer by watching the games and going off that the Eagles play better in certain uniforms. Now, for example, when we don all black, it's usually the other team's funeral. We usually handle business. I think we only lost one game in the black uniforms, and that was with Gardner Minshew at the helm against Dallas, and we should have won that one. But let's not live in the past. Actually, let's live in the past. Let's revisit the past, because it's Kelly Green week. And the last time we donned those Kelly Green jerseys was against the Miami Dolphins. How'd that game go? Pretty dominant performance, all areas of the team. Special teams, offense, defense. Everybody handled business in that game. We looked real good in them Kelly Greens, because you know how the saying goes. You look good, you play good. And those uniforms are fire, you hear me? Now let's talk about A.J. Brown. In that last game, he only had 8 yards. Now that kind of goes with what I was saying as far as Brian Johnson, because Brian Johnson is going to feed A.J. Feed him. Y'all know he is. If I'm a gambling man, I expect A.J. to get 100 yards plus. If not, they're going to at least put him in opportunity to try to get that 100, if that makes sense. They're going to put him in opportunities, give him several opportunities to get that 100 yards. Whether it's negated by pass interference, holding calls, whatever it is, they're going to give that man a chance to eat. Definitely. Even with the double teams and the brackets, I believe so. This is what's happening. For those who don't know, Brandon Graham will be making history this week by becoming the one player who has played the most games for this Eagles franchise. That's a beautiful thing. He spoke to the Philly media earlier, talked about how he feels about it.
It means a lot, especially now that it's here. It's like, didn't see this day coming, other than, you wanted to play this long, but being with the same team, being a part of this organization, it's been nothing but fun. These last 8 years, I'd say. The beginning was a little rough, but it's been getting better and better every year. So for me to do this, I just want to, thank the guys in front of me that's paved the way, because you just want to keep the torch burning, and I'm just trying to make sure I do the same for the young guys that's coming. Let them know, keep it going.
Shout out to BG. Hopefully he comes back for another year, but if he don't, let's wish him good luck against these Bills and also throughout the rest of this season. Who y'all looking forward to seeing? I'm hoping the defense balls out. Nolan Smith should get more snaps, because the Eagles did release Derek Barnett earlier this week. They did talk about putting Nolan in there, getting more snaps, and it never really happened. But now, with Derek Barnett being gone, we should see Nolan snaps increase. Also, like I said, Josh Allen throwing all the interceptions. It's either going to go one way or it's either going to go this way. Because y'all notice teams that tend to do like great things or tend to have like certain things we should exploit, we don't really exploit them. So Josh Allen, being that he's thrown 7 interceptions in the past 7 games, 8 interceptions in the last 7 games, I can see him not throwing any interceptions. Like, that's one way to look at it. He probably won't have any interceptions against us, or we'll get like 2+. So that could go either way. I'm hoping for the latter. I'm hoping we get 2+ off of him, 2 interceptions off of him. That'd be nice. Defense come to play, man, because we actually looked better in that last game against the Chiefs. So should be a good one, man. I really ain't talked too much about like Jalen Hurts and all that, because he just doing what he do, man. You know what I'm saying? He just handling business. Devontae, he was on the injury. Him, Quez. Let me see. Who all was on the injured list? Actually, Devontae, Quez, AJ, and Swift were all on the injury report leading up into this game, but they all cleared. They all off of there. They all good to go. The Eagles did elevate Noah Togiai for this game, tight end, because Brandon Calcaterra, he walking around with his foot in the boot. So he ain't going to be playing, especially with Dallas Goedert still being out. So we down 2 tight ends. Who else did they elevate? They elevated somebody else. Ben Van Summerlin. Ben Van Summerlin. Ben Van Summerlin, they elevated him from the practice squad. You know you're only allowed to get 3 practice squad elevations. This is the 3rd time that they elevated him. So we got to see what they're going to do with him. I don't know if they could like permanently put him on a practice squad, which means some other team could poach him, or do they got to sign him to the 53? I don't see him getting signed to the 53. I don't see that, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. Just wishing the team good luck. Hopefully everything pans out. Everything goes like we wanted to go. We come out victorious at home. Also, Rob Bass will be performing at the halftime show. Take 2 to make a thing go. You know that. You know how it go. He gonna be doing that thing. It's another one he's supposed to be performing. I don't even know if those are 2. It's 2 songs he performing. He gonna rock that though. Rob Bass gonna rock out. Should be a great game. I think that's all I got on the football side. Now let's get into this challenge, this chug. Over here on Philly Birds and Beers, we do a little something called the 62 chug, where we do like Jason Kelsey number 62 does. When he's out and about on the town, you might see him around his family. You might see him with his brother at a game, something like that. These guys, they drinking down and knocking them back. No problem. Over here, we try to emulate Jason Kelsey and do the same thing. Try to knock one down, straight down, no problem, no hiccup. You know what I'm saying? Today's episode is not brought to you by Victory, but it should be actually brotherly love. Yeah, that's what we drinking today, man. Brotherly love, man. It's another Victory brew. Clearly, I got like a lot of Victory brews right now, and we just been getting Victory, so it kind of adds up. It's kind of perfect for the situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get this dub. You hear me? Without further ado, let me tell you how it go though. If I chug it down, no problem. We victorious tomorrow. If I don't, well, today, because by the time I upload this, it'll probably be game day. If I don't chug it down one take, we still come out victorious. Let's do it. Without further ado, let's get it. Drink beer, do good. Sound like a good saying, good slogan, man. I like that, man. This hazy IPA brings bright citrus notes that flourish into a full Tropicana. Oh, okay, I couldn't read. Into a full tropical fruit character. It also brings brighter side to life. Let's go, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this dub in these Kelly Greens, man. Let's do it. I'm going to try that new technique, too. That technique that was told to me about how to chug one down. I'm going to try it. It's like empty all your breath out, yada, yada. Let's see. Let's get it. Woo! Let's go. Go Bears. If you haven't already subscribed, man, hit that subscribe button. Keep following us for more. And that actually worked, man. I actually got that thing down. That's a good little trick. I'm gonna try to get it even better though. That way I can hold it up in the air extra high. But I'm getting it. I'm getting it for y'all. We're doing it for Kelsey. This might be his last year. It might be BG last year. Let's just celebrate the guys while we got them, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, man. Subscribe. And I'll see y'all later, man. Let's get this dub. And as always, that was a burp. Sorry. Go Bears. Go Bears.